Hello and welcome to Joanne's Healing Within. I am Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, a wife, a mother, and I'm here to help you see your best self in this quarantine time of 2020. How is everybody doing? I'd like to take a moment to just give a shout out to my sponsors, my advertising sponsors. But before I go into that advertising sponsors, I'd like to remind you that we are on Roku. So for those of you who do have Roku, feel free to have a marathon of Joanne's Healing Within, day in and day out, but after the show. So we're going to go right back into those advertising sponsors. Want to give a shout out to Sherry Simpson, who is our intuitive business guide. She helps women become better versions of themselves so they can be the best version in their business. And then we also have Susan Joy Mitchell. She is a nurse educator, a Reiki practitioner, and an author. And she has two amazing books that are now available on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. The first one is called Visions, and the second one is called The Lucky Starfish. So both books can be purchased on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. And then we also have Gail Nicholson. She's a resilience coach and metaphysical practitioner who helps veterans and survivors of all areas experience removal and also any form of traumas or dramas. And she helps them to live healthier and more successful lives. To get in contact with Gail, you can reach her at 623-336-8202. And I also want to give a big shout out to our CEO, Bobby, who makes all of this possible. He's behind the scenes, just making sure everything goes according to plan. So a big thank you to him. Now, let's set the energy for today. Now, I've done a lot of live videos this morning before coming on, which was not the smartest thing to do. Not the video so much, but watching different things on Facebook, which was not the smartest thing to do, because I didn't realize on Sunday how many people would be actually posting such negative energy out there. And it pulled my energy down just a little bit. So I needed to figure out what I could do to raise my vibration so I could be really upbeat and excited to come on to my show and share with each and every one of you. And what do I usually do so I can raise my vibration? I do a card reading. And that's what I'm going to give each one of you today, as usual. I'd like to help you raise your vibration, shift your perspective, and also just connect with a specific chakra affirmation. And the beauty of this is getting a hidden message from a number. So as I sit here and shuffle the cards, I'd like to invite you to take a moment just to take a breath. Sometimes we tend to hold our breath, which means we're not fully breathing in life. And I want to invite you to take a nice deep breath in. Allow that breath to literally go in from your nose and bring that breath all the way down to your feet so it connects with the earth. And then bring that breath back up and out through your mouth. And you get that feeling of being alive, which is what breath is. With no breath, there's no life. So with that being said, just take a moment to close your eyes. And if you want to ask yourself a question in regards to what the card's going to give us insight, feel free to do just that. And my question for everyone is just, what do you all need to hear today so you can feel better, be lighter, and be more at ease with all that's going on in the world? So let's see what card shows up for us. And our card for today, and I really wish sometimes my cards would show up upright, but in the circumstances that we're having, not always the case. When a card shows in reverse, it means the message is important for us to hear it, but it also means there's a little bit of resistance going on with the message. So as I do read you the message, let me know in the comments whether or not you're resisting this, and this could be why the card is showing upside down. Now, the message here is all about master teachers. Now, what does that actually mean, a master teacher? Well, it's a twofold answer. One is every one of us has the ability to be a master teacher at something. Every one of us has the ability to teach somebody at a higher level. The same way where I truly believe in the energy that we are in, there are many, many people coming into your path who can become your mentor. And when we think about master teacher, that's really what it is. How many mentors have you had in your life? Or for that matter, how many mentors are coming into your path now as we speak based on everything that's actually going on in our world. This is a perfect opportunity to connect on a higher level and see if you can raise your vibration so you can begin to connect with people that's going to help shift your perspective, shift your energy. Because as you shift your perspective and see things differently, it also shifts your energy, which, interesting enough, brings us right into the chakra associated with this card, which is the third eye. When we think about the third eye, it's almost like imagining an actual third eye between both of your eyebrows, but this eye you don't get to see because it's inside. So when your two eyes on your face are shut or closed, it allows you to see with inward, and it gives you the opportunity to see things in a different perspective. It's almost like the sun shines in a different direction and helps you to see things brightly. And that's exactly what this is letting you know about, in regards to connecting on a higher level and recognizing, what are you good at? What is your mastery at? Are you good at cooking? Are you a good baker? Are you a good drawer, painter, carpentry, whatever it might be? And if that is the case, maybe it's time for you to start teaching it. Get on Facebook Lives and do some live videos in regarding to what it is you are good at, and using your third eye to create that vision for yourself. Now, the number here is 3 and 8. 3 is all about how you are the creator. The creator, you are the inventor, you are the master at making something, and whatever that might be for you. That 8 energy is letting you know that that mastery is going to bring abundance into your life. So perhaps the deeper message here is to recognize that, especially in today's time, maybe it's time to start looking into what your purpose is, because that purpose may very well be where your financial abundance may be showing up for you. So think of it in that way. Now, 3 and 8 equals an 11 energy. Now, the 11 energy, as I've mentioned numerous times in my show, is about the portal being open. So anytime you happen to look at the clock and it says 11 o'clock or 11:11, or you see a license plate that says 11 or 11:11, it's letting you know the portal is open, and the veil between your spiritual self and the human self is really thin, allowing you to make a connection with your higher self. And I hope that makes sense. So the veil between the spiritual and your human becomes really thin, helping you to make a connection with your higher self. And that's what this card is actually saying. It's time to make a connection with your higher self so you can step into becoming a master teacher, or being open to meeting someone who's going to help you mentor into something. I mean, part of how I got into doing what I've been doing on my spiritual journey has to do with master teachers, mentors coming in to guide me into my path. And that could be exactly what's happening for you. So let me know if this card resonates with you, between the number being the creator, the abundance, the 11 energy as the veil is being thin, so you can get a better connection with your higher self as the veil is thin. And also recognizing that the 11 energy is just about connecting on a higher level. So with that being said, let me know if that resonates. And if you are interested in receiving a reading, all you need to do is send an email to healingwithin76@gmail.com. With all that being said, remember, share, like, and comment. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, I am excited to introduce my guest today. We'll be right back.
With confusion, feeling overwhelmed or frustrated, it might be time for a new approach. What if you could have clear guidance on your next steps in 15 minutes of playtime? The game Path bundles the wisdom of mountains, forests, and rivers into one playful box to bring you deep insights and clear guidance on your journey. Business owners just like you are loving the insight and confidence of a clear path. Order your game today at pathgame.club.
When you open yourself up to actual energy work, makes that recovery progress so much faster. That recovery is possible. You do not have to live as a victim until your last days. You have unbelievable strength, and I know that because you're still here. Do you want to create something completely unrecognizable with your life? I can show you how.
Hello and welcome back. For those of you who are just tuning in, remember to share, like, and comment on today's show. And we are on Roku, so you can catch us on Roku and do a marathon for that matter. We have plenty of time on our hands for a marathon. But for now, stay here with me. And I'm excited to introduce my guest today. As my guest and I have had conversations, I think, once or twice, and all that she does. Let me start off by introducing her. Her name is Karen Joy Fritz. I hope I said that right. And she is an inventor, an author, speaker, and coach. And she has an amazing, I'm going to use the word gift and tools that she uses to help people in their businesses. So I'm going to have Karen just introduce herself again. Karen, welcome. I'm so happy that you are here. How are you today?
I am well, and thank you so much for inviting me, Joanne. This is a sweet thing to be able to do on a Sunday.
Yes. Now, where exactly are you? Because I know when we spoke last, you were in the midst of traveling, but I think that came to a halt.
Oh, yes. I live in northern Colorado, and when we spoke, I was testing out van life. I have a conversion van and a little motorcycle on the back. And I was off in the wilds of Texas. There are places in Texas with no cell service.
Oh.
And clearly it became time to come home. So I'm home now.
Oh, okay. Well, now you're home and safe.
Yes.
Excellent. So let's start off with, why is it so important to integrate our intellect and our intuition into our lives?
Oh, man. We have a culture that has placed more and more emphasis on the intellect, right? Doing it right, getting the right answer, as though the right answer were already predetermined. Right?
Yes.
And all we can really do from a pure intellect, pure logic place is recreate the past, or maybe an extension of the past. And that is not what our world is hungry for right now. The solutions and the innovations that we need right now have to bring in that intuitive leap. That, if nothing else, we'll call it the right brain, right? That expansive perspective that allows us to get beyond logic and then say, here's something new, here's something that's emergent, and here's the logic to back it up. That's the role of the intellect.
And interesting that I think we're all I guess it's safe to say, we're all being tested on how to use that in what's going on with our world right now.
Right.
In reference to, rather than having the logical understanding to why is this happening, it's allowing people to step into their intuition and really look at it differently, correctly?
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm hoping many people are watching this today so they can have a better understanding. So as we move into this more and more, people become more at ease with what's actually going on.
Right. To bring all of who we are to what we're doing, not just that little piece that has been rewarded in our public school system and so on.
Yes, exactly. So in regards to, how do you see small business owners getting out of alignment? And I think small business owners right now are truly out of alignment with all that is going on. So how do you see that? Like, what does that look like to you?
Most of the time what I see is somebody who has a gift, right? They have a divine calling. They have something that they alone can provide to people in the world. And then they try to take that gift and run it through like this maze of how you're supposed to talk about it, how you're supposed to promote it, what is going to work in terms of what's marketable. And it comes out the other end like just 1 decibel of their joy song. And so they get out of alignment by listening to other people's formulas and assuming they're supposed to trust that more than what's in their own heart calling them forward. So
That
that's
makes sense.
where, yeah, listening to those external formulas, the best practices, the flavor of expert that says, do it my way because it worked for me,
Yes.
right? That'll knock you off your own path.
Yes, because the key word of what they're saying, it worked for them
Yes.
based on whatever it is they're doing for their business.
And
It would
who they
almost
are.
be, yeah, it would almost be like me following someone else's business plan for my business, where my business is so authentic to me that it would not work. Plus, again, it wouldn't allow me to shine what it is I really do if I'm following someone else's business plan.
Right? And the variety of things that you do would
Yes.
never fit into a narrow definition that somebody else felt like they could promote.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And it's interesting because I was having a conversation last night with someone, similar conversation in regards to I truly believe that every one of us has a specific gift that leads into the purpose to why we're here on earth. And that particular gift is, for my belief, is really the actual tool that they are supposed to be using in regards to having an income with, as opposed to trying to dive into working for somebody else or, into all other businesses except their own gift. And I think a huge part of what we're experiencing right now worldwide is for people to really wake up and recognize that, hey, we all have a tool, we all have a gift that we could be using to bring in the income and also bring in more joy, because now you're doing something you really love doing.
Right, right. There can be a time period in our life where it's appropriate to be in a structured environment.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people, they are beautifully designed to do very structured jobs. I am not one of them, right?
Me neither.
And I've also grown to a period in my life where I have more resilience, more flexibility, and more awareness of my tools.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels to me like more and more and more, we bring out that uniqueness that we are.
Exactly. Now, I was going to save this question for a little later, but I'm going to ask it now because, I think you dived into it. It's sort of sparking my brain. Now, is a part of the tool you use, the path, does that have any integration in regards to helping one to develop their specific gifts, or is that totally off track?
Oh, no. What I've developed with Path is a game that actually distills down the 3 essences of bringing yourself out in your business, right? So it is a game that allows you to access your intuition and your intellect together and bring it into your strategies and your systems and your self-evolution. Because when your business grows, you will grow with it. To me, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, you would hope that when your business grows, you're growing with it. Sometimes I think for many people, as their business grows, as we said before, they might be following some sort of other plan, that they're not going along in the same vibration. Or, for example, like for myself, about maybe 5 or 10 years ago, my business was primarily about personal training. And then 10 years ago, I sort of started walking into my spiritual journey, and that shifted my vibration, which then also shifted my energy in reference to what I was doing in my business. And I was like, wait a minute. Okay, my business is not just about personal training anymore. Now there's something more to this. And I really had to look deeply into that to get that understanding. Now, if I didn't have in my mind the enlightenment, I might have missed that. And might have continued working my business as a personal training business without utilizing all the tools that I was receiving and combining it, where I could have just used the tools for my personal life.
Could be.
But not necessarily in my business. But Thank goodness I was enlightened to recognize okay, maybe there's a reason why I went through this path and it was supposed to be integrated together.
Exactly. We dream a business that's as big as we can dream at the time.
Yes.
And in the doing of it, as you say, these other gifts start to show up and we develop them, right? Then we have more. We've actually outgrown that first dream.
Yes.
And it's actually time then to dream a new dream of what more and what can blossom into the world. And that's where it's so important to stay in relationship with what's emerging rather than having allegiance to some plan.
I like that. And
Yeah.
what we're going to do is we're going to put that on hold for just a moment, because we have to take a commercial break, but I want to come back to that when we come back from our break. But before we take the commercial break, just let the viewers know how they can reach you.
I'm pretty easy to find at KarenJoyFritz.com. That's the easiest way.
Easy peasy. Very good. Love it. Love it. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to continue right into our conversation. So we'll be right back.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. As an intuitive business guide, I help female service-based business owners to grow their business using their intuition, helping you to release the blocks and limits preventing your growth and allowing you to get the aligned action steps to take to grow your business. You can reach me at sherry@sherrysimpson.com, SHERRI @sherrysimpson, SIMPSON.com. I look forward to helping you grow your business soon. Namaste.
Do you struggle with anxiety, insomnia, or physical pain? Are you ready to release weight, gain confidence, and get stronger? Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified personal trainer, intuitive healer, and cosmic energy reader, creator of the Body and Soul Transformation Program designed with you in mind. To learn more and to redeem your discovery session, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. Sessions are available via Zoom and on-site. I do look forward to helping you transform.
Hello and welcome back. For those of you who are just tuning in, I am Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your host, and I have my amazing guest here, Karen Joy Fritz. She is an inventor, author, and speaker, and she's a coach as well. And we're going to dive right into our conversation. But before we do, share, like, and comment. It's important. So we were just speaking about the business plan, where sometimes you have to be mindful of your business plan changing based off how your vibration changes. So go ahead about that.
You know, I think that our current situation is a perfect example, right? If I had said, oh, but I said my annual goal was going to be this, and this is exactly what I was going to be doing, it's taken away, right? Like that's not even available right now. And I could collapse.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might be freaking out at about this point if
Right?
that was your mission. Yeah,
I can't do that thing, and poor me, and da-da-da-da.
exactly.
But the truth is, there's a different energy that's emerging right now. There's a community. There's a sensitivity that not everybody's having the same experience, and yet there's a sense of caring. I don't know about your area, but here in Colorado, at 8 o'clock at night, we howl. Right?
Oh, nice.
I heard that, you know, down near Broadway, they applaud, and in Italy, they sing. Well, Colorado, we howl.
Okay.
And I can hear the howls from all over.
I want to come where you are so I can howl too.
Right? Right? Yeah.
I usually howl at the moon every time we have a full moon. I'm outside howling. Yes, I do.
Yes.
So yeah, let me come down there and howl.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. But it's to me a symptom, an indicator of how we're all in our homes and we're all facing the situation. And now I can bring something new forward. What is it that is mine to do that is more important right now than it has ever been?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that kind of a question is that being in relationship with what's emerging.
Yes.
Right? To be able to say, here's what is. There's no other universe where it should be different. It just is.
Mm-hmm.
And within that, what is mine to do? How then shall I live from my heart, with my intuition, giving what is mine to give, not holding back, not going into hiding, even if isolation, but actually coming out more generously. That's what's mine to give in this time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Now, in regards to that, now you and I, and Bobby for that matter, we are definitely on our purpose path. But there are so many people out there who are, I hate to say this word, clueless or have not been enlightened yet. I don't know what nicer way to go about it.
They're probably in pain.
Yeah, they're in pain right now because they're just not understanding what is going on, and I myself don't like to use like the word why is this happening, but many people are probably asking themselves, well, why is this happening? Why is it necessary for X, Y, and Z to be taking place? And what is your point of view on that? Why do you feel your point of view, your perception?
Why is one of those questions that the intellect generates.
Okay.
There's no useful answer.
Uh-huh.
Right? So when I find the why coming up, right? Why is this happening? Usually it comes, right? But it comes in this flavor of, why is this happening to me?
Mm-hmm.
As though it's something wrong and as though I'm a victim.
Exactly.
Rather than, at the very least, saying, why is this happening for me? Why is this a setup for me to wake up? Why
I think
is
that's the key word right there.
Yeah.
The setup for people to wake up.
To stop being as I have been. To stop creating the identity that I had been creating. So that I can look and say, is that authentically me?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's below the surface? Is that what really wants to shine here?
Yes.
To take that inhale, right? That at the top of the roller coaster, that's what we do.
Oh, yes. and then we go down.
The delight, right? The ride, the exhilaration.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can call it fear, right? Terror. Yes. But it's also a flavor of enlivenment.
Yes, yes.
That lets me then come out with nothing other than truth, right? It could be laughter, it could be a squeal, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
But that, to me, what comes out after that big inhale is a clue to purpose. Now, for me, purpose is not something you go and you do in the world.
Exactly.
Right? For me, purpose is your flavor of being. The perfume of your soul. And it's already been showing up subtly beneath the surface of what you've been doing. I don't care if you are shuffling papers at the DMV. There's a way. There's a way in which you touch that differently. And that reflects a gentleness or a determination or something about the flavor that you'll be bringing to whatever calling you pursue. And now is a good time to be able to tap in and go, oh, I don't live in a codependent universe that's teasing me with, I know your purpose, but I'm not going to tell you. Right?
Yes.
It's never been anywhere other than where I am. Everywhere I am. And as I show up with tenderness, or I show up with leadership, or I show up with badass boldness on my motorcycle.
There you go.
Right? All of those are the flavor that the divine wants to express and experience through this one.
Mm-hmm.
Now, bring it out in the world of commerce in service to others, and it becomes a business path that actually brings me more fully alive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, I love that. I love that. Yes. Now that goes in conjunction to your cards that you have.
Right.
Which is that how you came up with the name Path?
I've always been on a path. It's my spiritual path. I work a lot with the hero's journey.
Uh-huh.
I work a lot with the Enneagram, which is a path of soul development, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the name came in. And in a moment of quiet, it told me the name is
Mm-hmm.
Path, a strategic transformation game.
Yes, yes. Now I know that on the show today we're not able to like go through the process of what the game is like. But if you could just explain it just a little bit of how like one would actually have the council with you or game with you. How does that actually work?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Again, on the website is easiest, right? There's a place there to connect. And what it looks like is actually doing, if you only play the game once, it's like a little oracle reading. You know, there's all these tiles and cards. These are all pictures from my motorcycle travels.
Yes.
And they reflect your strategy in your business,
Mm-hmm.
your plans and actions. Those are pictures of forests and trees, and the flow of your essence, right? And so we do a little reading and the cards show up. I don't think there are any mistakes. And then what we do is we tap in and we say, why is this relevant for you right now? And it invites your intuition into the discussion.
Nice.
And that way, in the process of learning business concepts, what are the elements of a strategy? How do I put together my systems and plans and all those things? We're also inviting the intuition to take that front seat so that what gets built actually fits you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it. I love it. Like what better thing could there be than to get to serve people by playing games together?
Exactly. It's like you get to play all day. How can you not be happy? How can you not be happy when you're playing? So with that being said, I'd like you to let the viewers know how they can reach you again, because we do have to take another commercial break.
Yes. My website is very simple, KarenJoyFritz.com. And you can explore there and find where to connect. And I'd love to talk with you.
Excellent. So when we come back from our commercial break, two things. I'm going to be giving Karen a reading today, and also just to have your pen and paper ready, because hopefully Karen's going to be able to share some sort of tip today with you that you can implement into your life right away. So we'll be right back.
When you open yourself up to actual energy work, makes that recovery progress so much faster. That recovery is possible. You do not have to live as a victim until your last days. You have unbelievable strength, and I know that because you're still here. Do you want to create something completely unrecognizable with your life? I can show you how.
Confusion, feeling overwhelmed or frustrated, it might be time for a new approach. What if you could have clear guidance on your next steps in 15 minutes of playtime? The game Path bundles the wisdom of mountains, forests, and rivers into one playful box to bring you deep insights and clear guidance on your journey. Business owners just like you are loving the insight and confidence of a clear path. Order your game today at pathgame.club.
Hello and welcome back. And for those of you just joining now, remember to share, like, and comment. And I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I have my amazing guest on right now, Karen Joy Fritz. She is an inventor, author, speaker, and coach, and the amazing, amazing creator of her card deck. It's called just Path, or is there a longer name to it?
Path, the strategic transformation game.
There you go. There you go. And before we go any further on the card read and sharing tips, you've mentioned during the break that your cards are available for purchase.
Absolutely.
Where can they buy them?
On my website, KarenJoyFritz.com, there's a button for Path Game.
Awesome. Very good. All right. So with that being said, let's go with the question first in regards to what tip can you share with the viewers that they can implement into their life immediately, like as soon as they get off the show? What tip would that be?
You know, one of the things that I find is that people have their to-do list running around in their head. And what that does is it keeps your intellect like hyper vigilant all the time, reviewing the things I should be doing. Write that sucker down. Even better, put it into a computer program that will track it for you so you don't have to rewrite things, but get it out of your head. Make space for what matters most.
I like that. Although for me, I don't think I have a list of things to do, so to speak. I do more like, when it shows up. I'm not. It's like I'm a planner, but not a planner. If that makes sense.
Some people are that way. A lot of people, it's not quite to the level of worry, but it's rehearsal, right? The neuropsych background is like they're rehearsing it, and their hippocampus gets tired.
Yes. Now I can only imagine what people are doing right now who are not on an intense schedule. I mean, yes, you have people working from home remotely. So yes, they have to, I guess, get on their computers at a specific time, and they're on there all day long, where they're probably actually forgetting to even get up to go take a pee because they're just there, but those people, people who may not be following a schedule right now because they don't have a schedule. Can only imagine how they're dealing with their life right now when they're so used to having a schedule. Do you have any wise wisdom on that?
There's a huge difference between relaxing and escaping. There's a time for a lot of overwhelm going on in the world and turning on hopefully a positive TV show and relaxing. But show after show after show becomes escapism. And to reclaim that, it might be nice to say, hey, I would like to build this skill, or I would like to learn that thing, or I would like to write handwritten letters to somebody you love, right? So there are other things to be choiceful in that space. Just because somebody else is not controlling your schedule right now doesn't mean that it just gets into the realm of vacating. Don't abdicate your life. Come in, be the leader of your own life.
Excellent. So now with that being said, talking about being a leader of your own life, I'd like to give you a card reading, and it can go one of two ways. You can ask a question that you would like some guidance on, or you can have the universe provide you some guidance. Which way would you like to go?
Oh, I would much rather be wide open and let the universe speak.
Okay, so you heard it, folks. She wants the universe to speak and let her hear what she needs to hear. What is needed for Karen in this time right now? What card is going to show up? Now, the way my cards work, they can either show up upright or in reverse. And lately, all my cards have been showing up in reverse. And when a card shows up in reverse, it just means there's a little resistance. And it also means it's really important for you here. Now, interesting enough, I don't understand why there would be resistance on what's showing here, but I'm going to show it out anyway. The word is compassion. And I'm getting a sense that it has absolutely nothing to do with you in reference to you resisting compassion. Because I pick up that you are very compassionate to yourself, and you're also very compassionate to people. So in reference to it being in reverse, I think it's more of a message in regards to maybe you needing to just send that out more to your clients that they need to be more compassionate to themselves in this time is what I'm actually hearing.
Beautiful.
Okay. And the actual chakra associated with this reading is the third eye. And our third eye, from my perspective, my intuition, is all about allowing us to close our eyes so then we can actually really see what's within us and also what's around us on a spiritual point. Because when our eyes are open, we are so overwhelmed by everything that we don't really get the opportunity to really sit quietly to see what we really need to hear with our eyes closed. And I know that might sound ridiculous, like, okay, we're going to hear with our eyes closed, but I know you understand that. You know, the viewers might be like, huh? It's the same way, like I always say, we sit in quiet so we can hear. And there's a lot to be heard when we sit in quiet. Same concept as there's a lot to be seen when our eyes are closed, because there's no longer distraction. So what I'm actually getting from this is the actual card itself is not a direct message for you, but it's actually something where there's somebody you're going to come in contact with that needs to hear this. And you're the catalyst, you're the messenger, is what I'm getting. This is absolutely nothing to do with you. It's yours. You need to give this message to somebody. Okay. Now, the number associated is 4 and 9. Now, in numerology, every number has a specific energy and a vibration to it. And anytime we have two numbers together, we always want to bring the number down to a single digit. But before I do that, I break down the message for each number. So the 4 energy is all about the balance and the harmony that you are bringing into this world with the work that you are doing, specifically with your cards. And also the new foundation that you are actually helping people to develop, especially now. That's that 4 energy. You are doing so much work behind the scenes. You can't even imagine how much work you're doing behind the scenes. Even right now, where we're here on the show, where people are actually understanding much better in regards to what is the reason why this is taking place. So you're doing a lot of work, and you're bringing a lot of harmony into our lives right now with the work you're doing. So bless you for that, and thank you for that. Yes. Your 9 energy is all about the transformation you are undergoing right now. You are undergoing, where I've always believed that, like when I first started my journey, I always believed, okay, there's a certain vibration we get to, and then we sort of stay there. And that's as far as we go, and, we just sort of move through life. But not realizing, yeah, exactly. Not realizing that our vibration constantly shifts and gets higher and higher and higher. And what this 9 energy is actually saying for you is that you are in that space where your vibration is coming up higher. It's almost like, I want to say to you, you're almost in the alignment of, let's say, like a Buddha, where your energy is going that much higher. You're expanding to like a Buddha, to like a high priestess, is what I literally just heard. High priestess, so your energy is very high and moving very, very quickly with what we are going through right now. Because if there's anyone on this earth that really understands what's going on right now, it's you. It's you. And it wouldn't surprise me if you get a lot of emails where people are constantly wanting to know, like, okay, so what's the next step I need to be doing so I can be ahead of myself for what's going on, or even be just in line with myself with what's going on. Right. So that's that 9 energy for you, your transformation, your transitioning, your evolution that's going on for you now. Now, the hidden message, the 4 and 9 comes out to a 13, which brings you back into 4. And collectively, the entire world, with our year energy of the 2020 in numerology, the year itself has a vibration, and it's collective energy because we're all feeling it. And that 4 energy is really a representation of what's going on right now, in reference to, like, everyone's foundations are literally being torn apart, broken apart, so everyone can build a new foundation. And I truly believe with the cards that you have, and helping others to really understand, especially as we said before, having a plan for your business is not always the best way of going about it, because you grow. And you're going to be so intense on holding on to that plan, you're not going to allow yourself to grow. And I think that 4 energy for you is just really about you're in that space where you're ready for your foundation to just crack open, and you're ready to just dive into the next vibration of where you need to go. So you're definitely growing. You definitely have balance in your life. Harmony. I mean, your middle name's Joy, but it should be Harmony. If that makes sense. So yeah, your message here is that you're definitely in perfect harmony with where you're going on this earth, and you're definitely in your purpose. You're definitely on the right track. Not that you ever had an ounce of doubt that you were, but if you did, you're definitely on track with where you need to be going and moving forward. And things are just going to transition and evolve even more so as we move through this quarantine and COVID-19 energy that we're in. So I bow down to you. And just know that your phones are going to be ringing off the hook, because people are going to want to know what you know and how they can get there. So that's a powerful read.
It sure is. Wow. And I love the idea of building that new foundation on compassion for one another.
Yes.
Like, oh.
Yes. So that is your read for today. And
Dang,
again,
lady.
What's that?
Dang.
Yes. And just out of curiosity, because I don't believe I asked this beforehand in our conversations off TV, when is your birthday?
In May.
The month and day.
In May, the 8th. So it's coming up.
8th. The May energy, the 5 energy makes sense to why you do a lot of traveling. Because 5 energy people like the unpredictability. So that's also one of the reasons why you probably flow so well with what's going on right now, because it's very unpredictable. So that's at 5. And you said May 8th?
Mm-hmm.
And the 8 energy represents the abundance that you are living in. So that's beautiful. So now let's see, we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which brings you into a 4, which was what this number was. And then you have your 4 plus the collective energy, which is the year 4, which brings you into an 8 energy. So what I'm giving you right now is what we call your personal energy for 2020, what you are here to accomplish in this year. You know, next year will be a whole different energy. This year, you are here to accomplish abundance, harmony, balance, infinity with that 8 energy. And I think you're doing just perfect the way you're doing it.
Wow. That is an awesome reading.
Yes, definitely is awesome. And makes sense to that 5 energy. I love people who are 5 energies, because I'm so the opposite. I like unpredictability for me. It's like, oh my Lord, like, what is that all about? Unpredictability. I like to know, like, not to have a plan, but I like to be in sort of like control.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm really glad for myself that with all that's going on around our world right now, I'm not in a crazier state. I'm calm, which is good.
Right. Well, you have your practices, right? You stay in your body. You use your intuition. That's what makes all the difference.
That is so true. So thank you for letting me into your energy today to offer you that beautiful reading. Yes. And again, just to let the viewers know how they can reach you.
My website is KarenJoyFritz.com.
And they can get your cards on your website as well.
Yep, the game path is right there.
Excellent. So I thank you so much for being here today. And we're going to be taking a quick commercial break. And when I come back, I'm going to be giving the conclusion of today's show. So thank you again, Karen. It was a pleasure having you. I'm so glad we had this opportunity to share you with the world and to give everything that we gave to the world today, because we need it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day, safe day, and stay healthy.
You too.
All right. We'll be right back from our commercial break.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. As an intuitive business guide, I help female service-based business owners to grow their business using their intuition, helping you to release the blocks and limits preventing your growth and allowing you to get the aligned action steps to take to grow your business. You can reach me at sherry@sherrysimpson.com, SHERRI@sherrysimpson, SIMPSON.com. I look forward to helping you grow your business soon. Namaste.
Hello, Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the owner of Holistic Fitness located in Auburndale, Queens, certified personal trainer with 30 plus years experience. I have created body and soul transformation to help with releasing weight, decrease anxiety, decrease stress, decrease physical pain, improve sleep, and help gain confidence and more. To receive a free consultation, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I look forward to working with you.
Hello and welcome back. And for those of you who are joining, I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne. And remember to share, like, and comment on today's show. We are also on Road Crew. And I'd just like to remind you, for those of you who are interested, if you are interested in getting a cosmic energy reading, feel free to send me an email at healingwithin76@gmail.com. And also for those of you who are in, or you don't even have to be in the New York area, I am now offering remote classes, worldwide remote classes where you can connect to any of my services. You can go right over to my website at www.holisticwithawfitnessny.com. I have 4 amazing remote classes going on weekly from Monday to Thursday. You can see those on my website. And for those of you who are interested in being a guest on my show, feel free to send your bio and story. Again, same email, healingwithin76@gmail.com. I wish you a well day, a blessed day. And remember, stay in positive energy, focus on gratitude. Gratitude is the highest vibration of keeping your energy high, which helps you to stay positive as well. I look forward to connecting with you next week. Till then, blessings to everyone. Bye-bye for now.